So it's been a crazy few days. The BMW is just about coming back out from its blanket of snow. I've been flat out with work, just getting people back up and heating and call outs and stuff like that. But today I'm getting to go back out to the shed. You can see I haven't been in the shed for quite a while with the build up of snow, but today is the day we're back at the Onevia. Nice. So we have a nice clean shed. It was pretty turned upside down, but we're back out here at this beast of a car. So what do I need to do? Well, I have my steering kit back from DMAC, and I've also bought the full body kit off the DMAC 240. So we've got the full BN Sports blister kit, and there's a Origin bonnet to go on it as well, so I'm really excited about that. That's really going to look cool. I've also purchased some new wheels. So over here we have some XXRs that were on Tom Murphy's car last year. Not quite sure what the model is, but really excited about that because it's the first time I've ever had a full set of wheels on the car, so that's pretty cool as well. I have also been working on gearbox, so that's a 350Z gearbox I picked up. I've got the adapter plate here, which I need to check out. That's a CDOA, which is a 370Z Bellhausen or 370Z box. I've got a CDO3, I believe, Bellhausen there, which I've already got machined. Aidan Murray looked after that for me, so I have to get that adapter plate fitting up to that Bellhausen, get that Bellhausen onto the gearbox. Obviously the body kit all needs to be stripped back, all the stickers taken off it, rubbed down, getting ready for paint. Body needs to be rubbed down. Engine needs to be picked up. I'm pretty sure it's fairly ready now at this stage, so I need to get out the stiv and the guys at MDT, get that engine back and start putting all this stuff back together. It's only a couple of short months till we have round one in Mondello, so a lot of work to get done. Right, first job I want to do is to get the car back on four wheels. If you see there, I have the Group D kit that are repaired and refitted, removed again. Darren seen that I was repairing it and messing and doing all sorts of stuff, so he very kindly offered to repair it and get it updated to the new geometry. So that's the kit there, fully repaired, slightly different than the old style. He's got a new bar gone in there, new geometry on it, different location for the top mounts. So hopefully this is going to be a really good job. Can't wait to use it. To get that fitted though, what I have done in here, if you remember the subframe, I had the new subframe and I moved that subframe 25mm forward. But what Darren was recommending, or what he told me to do, is get the subframe and move it forward 42mm. So to do that, I actually have another relatively good subframe here. I have it all cleaned up and ready to go. What I've been making is a jig. So I've got just a nice piece of thick flat steel, and I've got, if you like, a spine welded into the back of it so it won't move. So I'm going to get this mounted up. That's ready there now for the cut. I'm going to be cutting out the centre section there and there completely out of it. I have the end pieces bolted in and welded here in this location. So that means that those will not move. They're going to stay the same even when the centre comes out of it. When the centre comes out, I've got these things here where I have it marked. That's 42mm back, and that's the standard location. And once it pushes forward and hits that there, that's moving forward 42mm. So that's going to keep the steering rack in the same height, perfect, but moving it forward 42mm. So now that the rack is welded in place, the centre section is cut out. We can remove the centre section out of the way, and these two end pieces stay in the correct position. I have the rack sitting in there now, and that has been moved forward 42 mil. Going to be a little bit awkward. I need to keep some space here for a usable engine mount. Still can take a little bit out of that to get the rack kind of turned up. So, but that's leaning back a hell of a lot further back than it would have been as normal, and that's just going to leave the back of this kind of sticking up. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I can shorten that a lot. I'm going to take out a lot of the steel out of here and move that forward as kind of normal 25 mil, and we'll see how much we're sticking up then. I have an oil pan there for an SR. I have a dummy engine, so I'll be able to actually mount up the dummy engine sitting on that and see what space we have underneath the oil pan. You can see I'm just waiting for the primer to dry. The subframe is complete. Successfully moved forward. A lot of brace and a lot of bits and pieces welded in to make it complete, to make space in there for the back of the steering rack. You know, lots of little bits and pieces like that. But the kind of the cross-sectional area is every bit as much as the original, so we're strong that way, if you like. And if we go over this side, we've got more than the original height, so we're strong for flexing that way. So we should have as good, if not better, than the original strength back in it, with the subframe moved 42 mil. So very, very happy with that. This evening I'm just going to get that into black, and then that leaves me tomorrow Sunday. I can start getting the steering back into it, the new D-Max steering kit's going in, and start putting wheels on it, and I can start mounting up the kit. Subframe is fitted, all working, all gone in there. The only thing I noticed was this was a little bit short coming down off the steering column, so I just have two washers. It's 4 mil each side, and I still have plenty of engagement on the nut, so that should be fine. Next thing I want to do, I need to take out the anti-roll bar. That's not required anymore, and then I can start fitting up the steering kit and start getting wheels on this thing. Got the anti-roll bar removed, and I have this steering column all in place there with the washers. So I've extended the steering column down 4 washers, which is 2 apiece, 8 mil. So that's all catching, that's all good. That's all steering column and subframe into place, tightened up, so I'm happy with that. The next job is to start into the steering kit, as I said. First part of that is to look at, there's a hole there from the original top mounts on the old D-Mac kit. So I want to make the adjustments for that. So if we just look over this side, the top mount location is in a different place. If we can see down through there, just a little bit off the old hole. So I'm just going to have this set up kind of approximately, so that I can get a center punch down, mark it up, and cut out for the new location. So you see, passenger side is now done. Steering arm is in, knuckle is in, brakes are in, wheel on, everything ready to go on that side. So tonight I am just going at the driver's side and getting this all bolted up as well. So you can see over my shoulder, car is now sitting on 4 wheels. Fronts are back on the stools, looking pretty wide, certainly looking pretty mean. Can't wait to see what it steers like. This new kit, I hope it goes as well as it looks, because it looks pretty damn special. Front wheels are on, so that's the XXRs on the front, and I also popped the XXRs on the back just to test them out, see how they fit. Looking pretty sweet on the back as well. Next week, the plan is to get the body kit, start getting the body kit fitted up, start getting stickers stripped off and stuff like that. just to try it out. I popped on one of the back wings, and judging by that, I'm going to have a bit of work in front of me. So join me next week. Thanks very much for tuning in this week. I'll talk to you then. Make sure you check back in next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks very much.